Welcome to Timeball Games. I'm ELD, here to ask you for help in growing the channel. When we reach 2,500 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a custom leather playmat to one lucky subscriber. So be sure to like and subscribe. Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Timeball Games in Bellingham, Mass. Here we have Matt on Eureka versus a different Matt on Jeskai Mentor. Get a basic island fetched out here into a ponder. Basic lands. Really with the huge boon from Modern Horizons, Astrolabe, Vista. People are able to play tons of basics and still have 3, 4, even 5 color decks. It's pretty wild. Ponder here from Eureka. Now Eureka is actually a green version of the traditional Sneak and Show. You lose Sneak Attack, which is one of the best cards in the deck, to be fair, but you pick up Veil of Summer and Eureka. 4 Veil of Summer main deck, making this an absolute nightmare for decks trying to control it. And also does a number on discard spells, which is one of the biggest weaknesses of show and tell combos, in that you have to have multiple cards in your hand to make it work. And discard can really wreak havoc on that. A couple of ponders here so far from Mentor. Different art. We'll see if that tilts Matt here. He has Eureka and show and tell mana out here thanks to that Lotus Petal, so we are officially in the danger zone. Any one of these turns could be the last. Is that an unmask? That can't be an unmask. Must be like a magmatic sinkhole. We have a Force of Negation fired off during Matt's end step, and Spell Pierce, Veil of Summer, ooh, wow. It is resolving. Grabbing 3 Omnisciences. Untap, draw. Yeah, when Veil resolves, I mean, that is very often the end of the game. Countering and drawing for only 1 mana. That is really the main reason to go with this build. And now we've got a Brainstorm in response to this show and tell. 3 cards going in. Looked like that might have been a Kemble. That would be an interesting way to stop the Release the Ants combo. Force of Negation. Pitching to Fury, and we've got a Force of Will back. The Omniscient's going to be entering in. It's a Mentor on the other side, but not likely to be a chance to make this Mentor into a legit threat, as 14 cards are being drawn. All of them are able to be cast for free thanks to Omniscience. One of them's Emrakul, which means another turn and lethal through the air for Eureka, picking up game number 1 with Veil of Summer pulling some serious weight. Force of Will there to back up the show and tell. Veil of Summer there to protect the intuition. And you gotta wonder if that Force of Negation, which was ultimately thrown at a Force of Will in a failed attempt to stop the deck from going off, if that had been used previously, I wonder if Matt would have had enough blue cards at the time. Is just show and tell in Gristlebrand not necessarily enough versus a control deck. Depending on their ability to actually deal with the Gristlebrand himself, it can be difficult to get enough cards to actually work with at the same time as having all the mana. For example, if they have a Swords to Plowshares and they swords it on your turn, Even if you draw 7 cards, you're going to end up going down to discard in all likelihood. Still a very good spot to be in, for sure. There's a reason why you run 3 Gristlebrand's and only 1 Emrakul. Definitely the preferable thing to show and tell in when you don't have the Omniscience. But man, when you get that Omniscience in, that's really where this Eureka Tell deck is at its best. It is entirely plan A. Get in Omniscience and win the game. And that does make it a lot more resilient versus the white cards that are in the format in general. So when you take a look around decks like Death and Taxes, control decks with a white splash, there are cards like Containment Priest, cards that sometimes play alongside those white cards like Phyrexian Revoker. There's a whole lot of different on-board problems. Karakas, for example, that can give a traditional Sneak and Show deck real fits, and Eureka Tell largely bypasses that due to the strength of Omniscience. Palace Jailer's another one. There really is just a whole bunch of white cards that really hate on the Sneak and Show strategy. Both players mulliganing here. Matt down to 5 cards here. It's going to be a difficult journey here. He does have Force of Will, which may prevent him from getting killed in the first couple of turns here. Basic Forest from Matt on Eureka Tell. That's a card that I've actually cut from the list. I've got a version of this as well. And pretty much in sync with Matt, though. Basic Forest is one card I'm not sure if we agree on. I feel like the strength of Blood Moon is the ability to knock you off of your blue mana, and Basic Forest literally does that for you. So not a fan. Two cards going back. Up to 4 mana with this Lotus Petal. Misty Rainforest being sacrificed, grabbing a basic island. And we've got a Show and Tell, Spell Pierce, Veil of Summer. Force of Will pitching Brainstorm, leaving 1 in hand, and a Force of Will back. Veil of Summer draws a card. And that card is Cunning Wish, absolutely savage. So Omniscience comes in, draws a card off of the Veil of Summer, and gives him exactly what he needs to win. That's going to grab Brainstorm, Impulse, and Cunning Wish. Worst case scenario here for Eureka Tell is getting in a Gristlebrand and an Emrakul. In all likelihood, it's just going to be over right now. We'll see if he grabs the Shared Summoning or the Release the Ants. He's grabbing Eladmari's Call, which has actually been upgraded to to Shared Summonings, a Core 2020 card that actually allows you to get both Gristlebrand and Emrakul. So Eladmari's Call actually obsoleted thanks to Shared Summoning. And Eureka Tell, taking a look at all of those sideboard cards that were played through, Pyroblast can be quite good against the deck, but man, Veil of Summer may just be the best 1-mana spell in the last 20 years. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.